Good. All right, great. Um, so this is gonna be 45 minutes of Pilates. My name is Sarah. Thank you for joining. We're gonna take it right down to the mat to start our warm up. And I'm gonna turn down the music just a little bit. I wanna make sure I can hear myself. All right, perfect. Okay. So we are gonna start with a breathing exercise to work the diaphragm a little bit and the pelvic floor. So just come down to a seated position for me. Um, I usually talk about this at the beginning of class, but I want you to imagine that your pelvic floor, which is like the bottom of your pelvis, there's a tissue laying on it. And every single time you exhale, so inhale, but when you inhale, everything is going to sink down. When you exhale, everything raises up. And what I mean by that is, if you could imagine your pelvic floor, there's a tissue laying on the bottom. On your exhale, the tissue raises up, and then on the exhale, everything comes right back down. So inhale for me, inhale, everything sinks down. Exhale, everything lifts up from the pelvic floor. Inhale, and then exhale, that tissue lifts. Inhale, everything sinks down. And then inhale, exhale, everything lifts. Let's do two more. Inhale, exhale, everything lifts up from the pelvic floor. Inhale, and then exhale. So we are going to carry that feeling with us as we do our few next exercises. So let's move into cat and cow. So coming on to all fours here, shoulders are stacked over wrists, knees are going to be right underneath the hips, and we're going to drop the belly down on the inhale. Everything sinks down, same thing that we were just doing as we were sitting down, and then exhale, we're going to round up through the lower stomach, round up through the middle stomach and through the shoulders. Exhale, everything lifts up from the pelvic floor. Inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, round up. Inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop the belly down. And then exhale, lift. We're going to do a couple more. And on our next few, I want you to start the movement from the tailbone. Inhale. And then exhale, round. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice job. Bring the spine back to neutral. And from here, we're going to do like wagging our tail or shifting our shoulders to our hips in each direction. So shift the shoulders to the hips. You can even look down towards the hips here, and then the opposite direction. So some lateral extension and flexion with the spine here. Do a few more at your own pace, whatever feels good. Nice job. And now we're going to sink down into child's pose. Knees are going to come wide, toes are going to come together. Sit your hips back, reach your hands forward. Just resting back into child's pose for a second, opening up those shoulders, reach the hands forward and allow the head and neck to drop down towards your mat. And as we go through our flow today, our Pilates series, I really want you to keep that pelvic floor exercise in mind. So on the inhale, everything drops down towards the pelvic floor, and on the exhale, everything lifts up. That tissue just raises up. So coming back up into tabletop, we're going to stretch out the hips just a little bit before we get started. So I want you to shift your hands over to the left and then swing your right foot around and then bring both hands to each side of that front foot. And from here, I just want you to sink down into like a low lunge, stretching out the hip flexor on the side. And then exhale, reach back, sink your hips back, feel the stretch here in the front leg, the back of the hamstring. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, sink back. We're going to do one more time in each direction. Come forward, inhale, and then exhale, sink back. Nice job. We're going to shift to the other side. So bring your hands to the left side again. Swing the foot to the back. Hands come to the right side. Swing your left foot forward. Let's do the same exact thing opposite side. So lunging forward, hands come to both sides of that front foot. Inhale. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sink back. One more time each way. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, sink back. Nice job. Come forward one more time to transition out. or shift your hips like more towards the middle. Hands come to the right side. Swing that leg around, come back into tabletop. And we're going to cross our legs behind us here and come down to a seated position. We're going to move right into Pilates 100. So feet are going to come down to the floor. We're going to take our hands and walk ourselves down our mat, rolling all the way down. Knees can come into the chest. So totally optional throughout class or leg positions. So knees can be bent, legs can be fully extended, or the feet can open up like a book. And what I mean by that is heels together, toes apart. If you're in this position, I want you to think about zipping up the inner thighs as we're here, and then also keeping that lower back on the floor. No matter what is not optional throughout Pilates is trying to draw that lower back on the mat as we do certain exercises, and then also creating our C curve. But from here, as we do the Pilates 100, we're keeping that lower back planted on the mat. What is optional are the legs and the head and neck. So if you ever feel like your head's getting really tired or your neck's getting strained, you can lower your head down towards the floor. All right, guys. Hands are going to be down by your side. We're going to walk the fingertips down. We're going to raise up the head and neck, pick your leg position, and we're going to start pumping the arms. We're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In the hand movement, I want you to feel like you're slapping puddles of water. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway there. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Almost there. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Lower the head and neck down. Look right and left. Release the neck. Nice job. From here, we're going to go into the modified roll-up. So extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Hands are going to come behind the legs. Rock yourself up to a seated position. From here, you have the option to keep the knees bent or legs fully extended. If your legs are extended, I want you to either flex the feet or give me Barbie feet. So the feet are extended, but the toes are flexed back. We're going to do a modified roll-up. So hands are going to be extended out in front, regardless of leg position. And we're going to create a C curve from the tailbone, from the crown of the head, rounding down through the spine, reaching the hands forward. And then exhale, come back up to seated. Sitting up nice and tall, reach the hands up towards the ceiling, sitting up nice and tall. Nice job, hands come forward, exhale, sink back, round down through the spine, and then inhale, come up. Sitting up nice and tall, exhale, here we go, rounding down through the spine, press the belly button back. We're trying to create that C curve from the crown of the head all the way down to the tailbone. Inhale, exhale, sink back, rock back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sink back. 2 more. Inhale, come up. And exhale, sink back 1 more time. Inhale, come up. Nice job. Bring the hands down. We're going to do 1 more of those before we go into until we go into a full roll up. We're going to try something here. We're going to do the half roll up again. So as you're rolling back here and reaching the hands in opposition, I want you to reach so long through the legs that they're going to help you come back up. They're going to help you, because you're reaching so long, they're going to help you roll up through the spine. Let's do 1 more. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, round down through the spine. Reach the legs long in front of you, so long that they're going to help you come back up to a seated position. Nice job. Inhale up overhead. Exhale, hands down by your side. Beautiful. We're going to go into the frog, so bend the knees. You can walk your hands down your legs, coming all the way down into your mat. The knees are going to be wide here. The heels are going to be together. And we're going to press the feet out either all the way up towards the ceiling or out to an angle. Regardless of what you're doing, I want you to try to keep that lower back planted on the mat. Hands are going to be down by your side. We're going to do 8 of these. We're going to press away and then draw it back in. Press away. Inhale. Exhale. Come back in. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands are down by your side. Fingertips walk all the way down so your arms stay long. Exhale. Give me 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw the knees back in. Inhale. Exhale, nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. You can turn the legs in, extend the legs up towards the ceiling. And now we're gonna rock up to a seated position to do the full roll up. So modification here for the full roll up, you can walk your hands all the way down, reach your hands back, reach your hands forward, bring your chin down to your chest, and then roll up to seated. So that's what it looks like with the knees bent. You can also actually walk down all the way and then walk up all the way if that feels right for you. I also want you to feel free to interchange. So if you are trying the modification first and you're like, nope, I decide I want more, then you can join me either with legs extended with feet flexed or Barbie feet. But pick what is right for you. I'd rather you be working with full proper alignment with modifications to build up the strength to get to the more advanced postures. It's super important for alignment and spine health and core development. All right, guys, so we're going to do the full roll down. Bring the hands back up toward the ceiling. Inhale, and then exhale, either walking your hands down your legs or reaching your hands all the way out, round down fully through the spine. Reach the hands back. As you reach your hands back, the rib cage stays tucked down. So I want you to not arch the back here. I want you to keep the ribs down towards the floor, and then reach the hands forward, tuck the chin into the chest, and then round up through the spine, coming back to sit up nice and tall through the spine like someone's lifting you up. Inhale. Exhale, here we go. Round down through the spine, reach in opposition. We're going to do 6 of these. Exhale, reach to the back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, come back up to seated. Inhale, rounding down, reach in opposition, round down through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come back up to seated. If your legs are extended on this next one, rounding down through the spine, reach long with the legs as you come up, rounding up through the spine. Reach forward, yes. Reach the hands up, beautiful. Let's do 2 more. One more thing I want to say about this is your feet can be hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Reach the hands back. The more space you give yourselves in the legs, the easier it's going to be at first. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Nice job coming up to sit up nice and tall. We're going to do the saw. So feet are going to come mat width apart. Feet can be planted on the mat if you want. I'm going to keep my legs extended, but pick what is right for you. We're going to reach the hands out to the side, and then we're going to twist to look over the back hands. We're going to pulse forward 2 times, pinky finger to pinky toe, and then come back up to seated. As I do this, I'm going to flip my top palm down towards the floor to protect my back shoulder a little bit. Pulse, pulse, come back up to seated, look over towards that back hand, twist to the other side. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, pinky finger to pinky toe, twist in opposite direction. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, inhale, come up. Exhale, pulse forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pulse down. Inhale, come up. Nice job. Exhale, pulse down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pulse down. Inhale, come up. Twisting all the way to the other side. Exhale. One more time each way. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, pulse. 2. Nice job. Come back up to seated. We're going to twist back toward the center. Hands are going to come down. And we're going to move into rolling like a ball. So feet are going to come to the mat. We're going to shift our hips forward. And my hands are going to wrap around the outside of the front of my ankles. In this position, I want you to feel like you're pressing. First, rock back onto your hips to find your balance. That's number 1. Number 2 is I want you to press your shins into your hands and vice versa. Number 3 is I want you to try and from this position to create a C curve from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. And by C curve, I mean the shape of a letter C or a moon, half moon. Keep that head and neck tilted down towards your belly button. Once you find your balance here, we're going to do 5 rollbacks. If you don't want to roll back, that's totally fine. If you don't want to, just hold your balance here and shift your weight forward as I roll down and then shift your weight back just to work on finding that balance and working on your powerhouse, working on that C curve. But if you want to roll, here we go. We're going to roll to the back and then come up, find your balance, come up to seated. Nice job, roll back, come on up, find your balance. 3 more times, inhale, exhale, roll up, inhale, come back, exhale up. 2 more times, inhale, Exhale up. One more time. Last time, come on up, find your balance, hold it here for 4 and 3 and 2. Nice job. Hands are gonna come to one of the knees. Nice job. Roll all the way down through the spine. We're gonna go right into the series of 5. Head and neck lift is optional. We're gonna pull, and switch, pull, and switch, pull, switch, pull, and switch. Here's 4 and 3. Legs stay inside the frame of the body. 2 and last one. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. Look left and right to release the neck. Rock side to side and massage the back on the floor. When we do the next few exercises, I really want you to think about keeping the legs on the inside of the frame of the body. So the legs will not go outside. They'll stay right on the inside. And we're also thinking about keeping that lower back planted on the mat. From here, we're going to do the double straight leg stretch. So we're going to reach out arms and legs at the same time. We're going to swoop the arms around and pull the knees back into the chest, stretching out that lower back. Here we go. Reach the arms and legs out in opposition, keeping that lower back planted on the mat. Bring the knees in. Let's do one more. Reach it out and then draw it around. Pull the knees in. Take a pause for me for 1 second. So as we draw our legs out, take a pause for me for 1 second. As we draw our legs out, our range of motion with our legs is going to be determined by our lower back. So if you find that your lower back, pretend that I'm laying on the ground right now. If you find that your lower back starts to lift off the floor, creating space here, I want you to raise your legs up so you can keep this position, keep that lower back planted on the mat as we go through the exercises. It's super important. We're building strength in this powerhouse. So let's go back. Let's find our position. Either knees bent, extended, feet open like a book. Reaching in opposition, swoop the arms around, bring the knees into the chest, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop the arms around. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop the arms around. Keep that lower back planted. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop the arms around. 2 more. Here we go. Reach. Exhale, swoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. One more time. We're going to hold it out there for 4. Holding for 3, holding for 2, swoop the arms around, beautiful, hug the knees in, lower the head and neck down, look right and left, release the neck, nice job. Raise the right leg up towards the ceiling, left leg is going to come out on a diagonal, we're going to do scissors, so hands can come behind the calf, the hamstring, just avoid the knee area for me, try not to hold on to the knee. You can also reach up to the ankle, we're going to pull, and switch, pull, and switch, pull, and switch, pull, and switch. Here's 8. And 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to pick up the tempo for 8. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest, lower the head and neck down, look left and right. From here, hands are going to come underneath the hips. So bring your hands underneath your hips to support the lower back. Legs are going to extend up, knees bent, straight or open like a book. We're going to lower down for 2 and then raise it up for 2. But when we do that, keep that lower back, keep that powerhouse planted on the mat. Here we go. We're going to do 8. Lower for 2. Up for 2. Down for 2. And up for 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Nice job. Bring the knees back in. Hands are going to come behind your head here, so thread your hands together. The thumbs are going to drape down the sides of the neck. We're going to go into bicycles, so we're going to switch and switch. And switch, and switch. Try drawing the shoulder up off the mat. The shoulder reaches towards the knee. We're going to pick up the tempo here, picking up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. That completes the series of 5. Rock yourself side to side, massage that lower back on the floor. You can release your head and neck by looking side to side. Nice job. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Hands are going to come behind the hamstrings. Rock yourself up to a seated position. We're going to cross our feet coming into tabletop, and we're going to come all the way down. So shift yourself all the way back on your mat and come all the way down. We're going to do the single leg kick and the double leg kick to work the hamstrings and the glutes and the core still. So coming up onto your forearms, elbows are going to be right underneath the shoulders. I want you to make one fist and then wrap the hand around the fist. And as far as our core goes, I want you to think about lifting up here, trying to flatten out that lower back area and really engaging the core. So as you can see, here's me not lifting and engaging. Here's me lifting and engaging, contracting that powerhouse. We're gonna flex, point, and then lower down. Flex, point, and lower down. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. Let's do 4 more each side. Flex, point, lower. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. 2 more times each side. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. 1 more time. Flex, point, and lower. Nice job. Lower yourself all the way down. One side of your face comes all the way down to the mat. We're going to take our hands behind us and relax your elbows down towards the floor whenever you're in this position. But we're still engaging that core. So I want you to think about lifting up here through the abdomen, drawing your ribcage and hip bones together, pushing your belly button back towards your spine. We're going to kick our feet. 1, 2, 3. Flex the feet, point it down, lift up through the chest, hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, other side. Flex 1, 2, 3 with the feet, lower down, lift up and hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Let's do the other side. Here we go. Flip, kick 1, 2, 3. Lift up and hold for 3 and 2. Feet come all the way down and 1. Come all the way down. Relax the elbows. 1, 2, 3. Lift up and hold. 1 more time each side. Drop it down. Here we go. Kick 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Lift up and hold for 3 and 2. Yes, you can. 1. Come all the way down. 1 more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Lift up and hold for 3. Raise up the legs. 2. Can you lift up a little bit more? And 1. Nice job. Rest all the way down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back for a little piece of heaven into child's pose. Nice job. All right, from here, we're going to come out onto our mat, onto our side hip. We're going to come up into a little side plank for a second. So bring the forearm down to the mat. You can stagger the feet here, or you can keep them stacked. We're going to raise up. We're going to hold it here for 8 and 7, 6 and 5. We're just activating our obliques here. 3, breathe. Last one, drop the hips down. Nice job. We're going to swing the legs around to do the other side. We're activating the obliques because we're going to soon move into our side kick series. We want to make sure that we're really engaging this area to keep the powerhouse as still as possible. Forearm comes down. Feet can be staggered or stacked. Raise it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. All right, we're going to go into open leg rocker, then we're going to go into our side kick series. For open leg rocker, if you're new to this, I'll show you the modifications. We're going to work on our balance first and trying to create that C curve in our spine. So we're going to shift our hips forward just like we did in rolling like a ball, and then we're going to rock ourselves back. But the hand position's a little bit different here. For open leg rocker, we are taking our hands around the outside of the ankle. So my fingers are kind of in front, and then they're also draping to the back as well. I'm going to shift myself back onto my hips to find my balance. If this is enough for you, this is enough for you. We're just working on your balance here, working on that C curve through the spine. If you want more, raise up one leg with control and resistance, and then with control, draw it back down and in. Still in that balance. So my toes are just kind of touching down on the floor. Other side, raise it up, and with control, draw it back down. We're going to do 1 more time each side. Here we go. Raise it up with control. Nice job. Yes. Draw it back down and in. Nice job. One more time, other side with resistance and control. Draw it up and then draw it back down. Okay, option here to either raise up, hands can come behind the knees. This is option one, but the goal here is to maintain balance and control and also that C curve through the spine. So even though my lower back looks like it's really super flat right now, I promise you I'm pressing. I am trying to wrap my spine into a C shape as much as I can here, pressing my fingers into my knees. That's option one for your balance. Option two is to take the hands back and then bring your legs up, still trying to C curve through the spine. And then with control, bring your legs back down. We're gonna do 3 of these. Yes, yes, I see you. Nice job, yes. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more. Here we go. Raise the legs up, find your balance, and then with control, bring them back down. Nice job. Awesome. One more time, here we go. Raise it up. Nice job, bring it back down. We're gonna do some rocks, but we're gonna do the modifications today. So hands are gonna come behind the knees. I want you to think about rounding through the spine, rounding through as a C curve. And then when you're ready, we're gonna roll all the way back, press the hands into the back of the knees, come up, find your balance. 4 more, roll it back. Roll all the way up, come up, find your balance. Here we go, round back, round up, find your balance. 2 more, round it back, round up. 1 more time. Round all the way down and come back up, hold your balance. Yes, hold it for 4 and 3. Bring the legs together. We're gonna walk the hands all the way down, bring the hands back overhead. Stretch the legs out, reach in opposition here, find your stretch. You can arch the lower back up off the floor. Oh, nice stretch, nice job stretching out that powerhouse. We are gonna turn onto our side to do the side kick series. I'm just gonna fix my mat a little bit. Nice job. Oh my God. Okay. So line your body up with the back half of your mat. You can either, your hand positions are either on your forearm, or you can come down to support your head, or you can be fully down. I recommend alternating between, but for legs, you can either bring your feet to the front corner, or you can bring your shins parallel to the front side of your mat. It's up to you. The top leg will extend out if this is the leg position you want, or if your legs are coming to the front corner of your mat, I highly recommend tucking your toes under. You can see down here, tucking your toes under and keeping that top leg long. The only thing that isn't optional is to make sure that you continue to reach this leg long out of the hip socket. So I want you to reach the leg long so you can slide a piece of paper or a notebook underneath your side here. If you're not reaching the leg long and your hips to collapse back, you won't be able to do that because your side body is going to be laying on the floor. So keep reaching that leg long. From here, this hand is going to come to the front for support. We're going to swing the leg to the front, kick, kick, and then reach to the back. Don't let the powerhouse move. Here we go. 5 more, kick, kick, and then reach to the back. Don't let this move. Here we go. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. 2 more, kick, kick, and reach. Last one, kick, kick, and reach. We're going to do bicycles. So bring the legs to the front, bend the knee, shift the shape to the back, and then extend. Here we go. 4 more. Reach it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extend. Shift it forward, bend the knee, extend it to the back. Here we go. 2 more. Reach and bend, shift it to the back, and extend. 1 more time. Shift it forward, bend the knee, send that shape to the back, and then extend. Hold it out here. Don't let the powerhouse move. We're going to flex the top foot, and we're going to pulse it up. I want you to turn the toes down towards the floor a little bit, as much as you can. Squeeze the glute, and here we go. We're going to pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I see you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. We're going to bring the legs together, and we're going to rotate the top leg so the knee is trying to face the ceiling here. We're going to draw the toes up the knee, and then we're going to extend the top leg. We're going to flex the foot and squeeze it down, squeezing the inner thighs and the glutes. Point the toe, draw it up, extend the top leg, flex the foot, and squeeze it down. Draw it up, extend, flex the foot, and squeeze it down. Nice job. 1 more time, slow. Then we're going to pick up the tempo. It's gonna get kind of quick. Here we go. Slide it up, extend, and squeeze. Slide it up, extend, flex, squeeze it down. One more at this picked up tempo, and then we're gonna reverse it. So flex the foot, raise it up, point the toe, bend the knee, bring the toe to the knee, and then we're gonna slide it down, also squeezing, flex the foot, raise it up. Point the toe, bend the knee, draw the toe to the knee, and then squeeze it, resist it down. So you're engaging the glutes, the inner thigh, the quad. Here we go. Flex the foot, raise it up, point the toe, draw the knee to the toe, squeeze it down. One more time slow. Flex the foot, raise it up, bend the knee, slide it down. Here we go. Kick it and slide. Flex the foot, kick it down, and slide it down. Two more. Last one. Nice job. We're gonna bring, if your legs aren't already, bring your legs up so the shins are parallel with the front of the mat. We're gonna do some clamshells. So toes stay together. The only thing that moves is we're raising up this knee, pressing it to the back. 2, it's already getting tough. Last one here. Watch me here. We're gonna raise up the toes. We're gonna do 8 more. Here's 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, feel the burn. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. We're gonna change it up. Extend, toes together, knees together. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost there. We have 4 more here. Here's 4. 3. Oh, this never fails to start to work. Last one. Nice job. Bring the feet down, pound out the hip a little bit, massage the hip. And we're gonna come up to seated. We're gonna come into a teaser and then come down with control to the other side. So press yourself up. We're gonna bring the hands to the back of us. We're gonna pass to our teaser position. And then with control, we're gonna come down to the other side. Line yourself up with the back half of your mat. Pick your hands position. What is best for your head and neck? Alternate if you have to. Knees either shins parallel to the front of your mat or legs can be extended. If they are, I highly recommend to tuck that bottom foot. Top leg is extended long. Here we go. We're going to kick it to the front. Kick, kick, and then reach it to the back. Kick, kick, and reach. 4 more. Kick, kick. Trying to keep that powerhouse nice and still. Kick, kick, and reach. 2 more. Nice. Kick, kick, and reach. Bicycles. Here we go. Send the leg to the front, bend the knee, send the shape to the back, and then extend the back leg back. You're gonna feel it in the glute a little bit because when we shift that shape to the back and then extend, we're really engaging our glute and our hamstring. Keep the core tight. Here we go. Swing the leg to the front, bend the knee, shift it back, and then extend. So it's 4 significant steps. Bend the knee. Meaningful, intentional. Swing it front, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extend. 2 more. Swing it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extend. 1 more time. Shift it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, extend, hold it here. Flex the top foot, turn the toes down towards the floor slightly. Let's pulse it up for 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Bring the feet together. We're going to rotate that top leg so the knee is trying to reach up towards the ceiling. We're going to draw the toes up. We're going to extend the leg up, flex the foot, squeeze it down. Let's do it again. Draw it up, extend, flex the foot, and squeeze it down with resistance. Draw up, extend, and flex, squeeze it down. Nice and slow. 1 more time. Draw it up, extend, and flex, squeeze it down. Now we're going to pick up the tempo just for 4. Draw it up, extend, and flex. Draw it up, extend, flex and squeeze down. Last one here. And now we're gonna reverse it. So flex the foot and raise it up. Take it slow, bend the knee and slide it down and squeeze. Take your time, flex and draw it up. Toe comes to the knee. Shift the shape down, take it nice and slow with control. 2 more really slow like this. 1 more, and then we're gonna pick up the tempo for 4. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Raise it up. And slide. Kick, point it down, and slide, and squeeze. Kick. Nice job, nice job, nice job. Last one. Let's do one more. Nice job. All right, from here, we're gonna go into our clamshell. So bring the shins parallel to the front of the mat. Here we go. We're gonna open and then close. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna raise up the feet towards the ceiling. We're gonna do 8 more. Every single time I come down to my mat, it's always work. No matter where I am, no matter what stage I'm in, 2 more here. There's always more that can be done. I think that's the beauty about Pilates. So this one, we're gonna open the knees, extend the leg, toes come together, and then knees come together. Oh, 4 more. You can do it. We're gonna massage the hip right after this to bring a little bit of relief. Last one. Nice job, nice job, nice job. Rest everything down, massage the hip a little bit. Nice job. We're gonna activate the glutes a little bit more. We're gonna roll onto our stomach. Roll onto your stomach. Hands are gonna come underneath the forehead here. We're gonna raise the legs up and just watch me for a second. We're gonna beat the heels together for 20 counts. As fast as we can, I'll count us through it. So come down now, meet me down on your mat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop your knees down, drop your feet down, rock your hips side to side to release that lower back. Nice job. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, press back into child's pose. Nice job. Sit your hips all the way back, reach your hands forward, drop your head and neck down. Nice job. We're gonna take it into swimming next, I think. Yes, we are. We're gonna take it into swimming. So coming all the way back down onto your mat, come all the way back down. Join me on your stomach. Hands are gonna extend forward. We're gonna raise up the right arm and left leg and then lower down. And then when you're ready, left arm, right leg raises and then lower down. We're reaching in opposition here. So my hands reaching away, my legs reaching in opposition. 1 more time slow, left arm, right leg raises. And then when you're ready, keeping head and neck in line with the spine, raise everything up. We're going for a swim for 10 and 9 and 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6 and 5, 4. Yes, you can. 3, 2 and 1. Nice job. Rest everything down. You can bring your hands underneath your forehead. Rock your hips side to side, release that lower back. Hands come underneath your shoulders, press back, child's pose. We're gonna move into the leg pull down. The next few exercises don't really have a lot of modifications, but I will walk you through them and you do the best you can with them. I'm just gonna check the time really quick. Where are we at? Class always flies by. Oh my goodness, we only have 5 more minutes. Okay. Oh boy. All right, come to the leg pull down. We're gonna come to tabletop and then we're gonna plant one leg back and then plant the other leg back. Toes are gonna be closer together. We're gonna raise up the right leg and sink back into the left heel and then push ourselves forward, coming back into the plank and lower the right leg down. Let's do the other side. Left leg raises, sink back into the right heel, shift your weight forward, left leg comes down. 2 more times each side. Raise up the right leg, sink it back, shift forward, switching sides, left leg raises, sink back into the right heel, shifting forward and down. 1 more time each way. Right leg raises, shift it back, come forward, leg comes down, opposite leg, shift it back, come forward, lower down, sink the knees down, child's pose, set it back just a second. From here, come up into tabletop. We're gonna cross our legs behind us, come down into a seated position, and we're gonna move into our teasers. We only have a few more, I promise. We're almost there. Come all the way down onto your mat. We're gonna extend one leg up. The knees are gonna be glued together, or it can be a little bit higher. From here, we're gonna walk our hands up our leg, coming up into tree. So walk your hands up. As a matter of fact, your legs don't need to be glued together for this one. They can be a little bit apart because I want you to use your hands to come up your legs. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, extending up. Your right leg should be raised. So I want you to grab your left hand wraps around the outside of your calf muscle or your right ankle, and then right hand is gonna twist to the back. Holding for 4 and 3 and 2. Right hand comes back. Left hand is gonna release, reaching the opposite direction. Hold for 4 and 3. Nice job. 2 and 1. Left hand comes back to the ankle. Walk yourself down. We're gonna do that one more time. Round it all the way up. Walk up to the leg, climbing up your tree. Nice job. Hands come to the ankle or the upper calf. Left hand's gonna hang on first. Right hand is gonna reach to the back in opposition. Hold it for 4 and 3 and 2. Beautiful job. Right hand comes back. Left hand is gonna reach back. Yes, you can. Hold it for 4 and 3 and 2. Nice job. Last time, walk it all the way down. Round down through the spine with control. Let's switch sides. Left leg raises up. We're gonna walk ourselves up, all the way up, grabbing onto the ankle, coming up, sitting up nice and tall. Right hand is gonna hang on this time. Left hand is gonna reach to the back, opening up through the spine, through the upper body. Beautiful. Left hand comes back. Left hand hangs on. Right hand reaches to the back. Hold it for 4 and 3 and 2. Right hand comes back. One more time. Yes, you can. Walk yourself down. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Walk it up. Hands come back to the ankle. Right hand hangs on to the left ankle. Reach your left hand to the back. Breathe. Left hand comes back. Right hand reaches to the back. Last time here. Right hand comes back. Walk yourself down. Nice job. Nice job. Feet find the mats. From here, we're going to extend our legs, our hands up to the back, and we're going to draw our hands up with control, not with momentum, and everything's going to come up at the same time. Whoops. Coming into our teaser. Roll it down through the spine. Reach the hands back. 2 more. Inhale. Everything comes up. Hold it 4, 3, 2. Round it down. One more time. You ready? Everything comes up. Up and hold. 4 and 3 and 2. Nice job. Round it down through the spine. Nice job. From here, we're going to turn onto our side. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to sit on our tailbone. Hands are going to be behind us. Fingertips are facing away. Our toes are going to come out in front of us. If you want to, you can draw the legs in a little bit closer. We're going to do the can-can. We're going to drop the legs to the side, looking over the opposite way, taking a small twist. Dropping the opposite way, taking a small twist. Dropping the opposite way, extend the top leg, and then bring it back in. Here we go. Switch for 3, 2, 1. Kick and draw it in. 3, 2, 1. Kick and draw it in. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Kick and draw it in. Nice job. You can shift your legs back. Reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Reach up and over seated forward folds. Nice job. Coming back up to seated, we're going to do one more exercise, and then we're going to finish up with, we're going to do the boomerang, and then we're going to finish up with the seal. So for this one, we are going to be rolling all the way back. One leg is going to be crossed over the other. I'm going to demonstrate just the first one really quick, the modification and the full non-modified version. So one leg is crossed over the other. We're going to round down through the spine. When we do round down C-curve, draw your hips up, open, close, and then round down through the spine. The opposite leg comes on top. Roll up to your teaser, lower the legs down, reach up and over. Sitting up nice and tall, prepare the other side. I'm going to demonstrate one more time on this opposite side because the opposite leg is crossed over. Here we go, rounding down, come up, open, close with the legs, switching what leg is on top. Come up to your teaser, slide your hands back as far as you can, lower your legs down, reach up and over for a stretch. One time each side. Here we go. Cross the right over left to start. Here we go. Rounding down through the spine. C-curve all the way down. Legs come up overhead. Open, close. Hands come down to the mat. Come back up to seated. Nice. Yes. Lower the legs down. Reach up and over. Beautiful. Come back up to seated. Let's do the other side. Here we go. Rounding down all the way back. Legs open, close. Round down through the spine. Come up to your teether. Hold it for a second. Slide the hands back. Lower your legs down. Reach up and over for a stretch. Nice job. From here, we're going to come into our seal. That's the last one. Feet are going to be together. Knees are going to be apart. We're going to slide the hands underneath the ankles here. And we're going to roll back for this one as well. I'm going to shift myself up. We're going to come up, find our balance. We're going to clap the feet together 3 times like the seal. Round all the way back. 1, 2, 3. Clap the feet together. Come up. 1, 2, 3. Roll back. 1, 2, 3. Roll up. 1, 2, 3. Join me now. 1, 2, 3. Roll up. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a few more. 1, 2, 3. Roll up. Find your balance. 1, 2, 3. Give me 2 more wherever you are. And up. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Roll up. Find your balance. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Let's turn to face each other. We're going to take 3 deep inhales and exhales to finish up class. Nice job, nice job, nice job. Well done. Hands are going to be down by your side. Let's inhale up. Big, deep inhale. Expanding through 4 sides of your rib cage, the front, the sides, and the back. Exhale, hands back down. 2 more. Inhale up. Expand that rib cage. Exhale, hands all the way back down. 1 more time. Nice job. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Nice job. Yes, give yourselves a little round of applause. Nice work. Awesome job. I hope you feel sore tomorrow in the best way possible, and I hope to see you next week. Nice work. Thank you so much.